Welcome back. First and foremost, I want to give all glory, praises, and honors to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai. I want to give double honors to the apostles and elders of Green Millstone, and salutations to your Aki, pushing his word in sincerity and in truth. Back into the lesson. Today's going to be a quick lesson, and it's going to be about what's going on, the inner turmoil, right? What's going on within the U.S. Army. This is from the U.S. Sun. It says, chopping block, angry Trump to purge more cabinet officials as Hexelf sacks U.S. Army chief and 2 generals effective immediately, right? So I saw that the headline on another, I was check out Joe's report, and it says Department of War at war with itself. Department of War at war with itself. So, but we're going to go into this article and grab a scripture. Hey, that's going to be it, man, because this place is absolutely through. All right? When you have infighting, when you have a country that's not on the same page, everybody's pointing fingers, you're witnessing the beginning stages of a collapse. Now, it says Donald Trump is said to keep wielding his axe against cabinet officials as his defense secretary sacks U.S. Army's chief of staff and 2 generals. General Randy George, the highest ranking officer in the Army, was forced to step down and retire immediately after Pete Hegseth's order, right? The Pentagon confirmed that 2 further senior members of the Army have been fired. These are General David Hone, head of Army Transformation and Training Command, and Major General William Green, the head of the Army Chaplain Corps. Meanwhile, Trump is also reportedly angry and looking to fire additional members of his cabinet. He's very angry, and he's going to be moving people, sources told Politico. Commerce Secretary Howard Lutz and Labor Secretary Lori Chavez de Mer are said to be on the chopping block, reported the outlet. Right? There are also active discussions about FBI Director Kash Patel and Army Secretary Daniel Driscoll, reported The Atlantic. He's already fired the one chick, I forgot her name, but that was all over the news. It says the Pentagon renamed Department of War, confirmed the top general's bombshell exit, saying Randy George will be retiring from his position as chief staff of the Army effective immediately. Because a lot of the people within his own cabinet and in the military do not agree with what's going on between Iran and America and Israel, and how Israel dragged America into this. Right? It says George only took the role in September 2023 when appointed by former President Joe Biden. Right? It says he was expected to stay until at least the summer, making his sudden departure all the more dramatic, NBC reported. Sources say Hegseth demands his resignation as U.S. gears up for a potential ground war with Iran. And today, a fighter jet was already shot down by Iran, right? That's what the news say. But anyway, let's get into this scripture. You should already know where I'm about to go. This is the book of Mark, chapter 3. And we're going to start at 3:24. It says, and if a kingdom be divided against itself, that kingdom cannot stand. And if a house be divided against itself, that house cannot stand. And if Satan rise up against himself and be divided, he cannot stand, but have an end. So, hey, this is clear. This is straight to the point. We always say even a blind man can see that America, as you know it, is circling the drain, man. It is absolutely circling the drain. And there's no way to unsee it if you're spiritual, man. Right? This place is not in a good place. And everybody that's talking about what they're going to be doing in 5, 10, 15 years, hey, you got to be out of your damn mind, man. You got to be out of your damn mind. Because this place, hey, is at the edge of a fucking cliff right now. At the edge of a cliff. And the more infighting, the more, the leaders are on the same page, the more America isolates itself, the more, the other countries are looking at America with a side eye. All this is fulfilling Bible prophecy, man. Everything that's happening is fulfilling Bible prophecy. And But all this division at an all-time high, and we don't have that much longer to go, man. These are very exciting times, man. Extremely exciting times, right? So let's read that one more time. Mark 3:24. If a kingdom be divided against itself, that kingdom cannot stand. And if a house be divided against itself, that house cannot stand. And if Satan rise up against himself and be divided, he cannot stand but have an end. So, and get ready to see sedition amongst the people. Another scripture that comes out more and more every day, because these people didn't heard enough of it, man. The polling numbers, Trump's numbers are falling. But who are you going to turn back to, man? Hey, it used to be all the argument about voting. A lot of older people would say, hey, you got to choose the lesser of two evils. But at the end of the day, you're still choosing evil. And so you got to get in your head now that you're standing with Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. That's where your faith should be at. And that's where your foundation should be at. Because as this place goes down, man, rolling with the powers that be is not a safe haven, man. You're going to have a lot of our people foolishly run to it. You're going to have people in this truth foolishly run to it. But ultimately, the true elect will be saved according to the gospel. So with that, I want to give all glory, praises, and honors to Yahweh, Bashim Yahushai. Shalom the next time.